Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Force here, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about a couple of things, including the possible invasion of a bunch of hackers, broken capture points, and the Doomfist comic Masquerade. So let's start off with, I saw a lot of concern recently about what people were calling like an upcoming invasion of hackers from the Thailand servers, and I wanted to break down what was happening here just so you guys can get a clear picture of what is actually taking place and whether or not you should be concerned. So basically what's taking place is the internet cafes in Thailand are going to begin offering free versions of Overwatch. Now, this is similar to what they do in Korean PC bongs. You basically go there, you pay, you know, a couple of dollars to get access to a computer for several hours, and you get to play for free any games that are on that computer. So Overwatch has this system set up in Korea, and they're now going to be moving to set up the system in Thailand. And with this move, a lot of people are expressing concern that we're going to be seeing a big influx of hackers. Now, this is because Thailand is actually falling into the Americas server region based on how Blizzard splits up their servers. It includes, obviously, North America and South America, but other places like Australia, New Zealand, and a number of other South and Southeast Asia countries. And even though people who play from those regions that aren't, you know, North and South America, they are prioritized into the SEA regional servers, but they can on occasion get matched into US servers, depending on the population and, you know, depending on a number of reasons where they might not match into people in their own region on the SEA servers, they might actually get dumped into the America servers. What this can mean is because they have the ability to play Overwatch for free at the internet cafes after paying their hourly rate, the big influx of players could coincide with a big influx of hacking. Korean servers, as I mentioned, are notorious for their abundance of hackers, mainly because the game is available there for free at PC bongs. And if you ever get caught hacking, all you ever had to do was just make another Battle.net account for free and continue along your way using the same hacks that you've always been using. Now, not too long ago, Blizzard made it so that the PC bongs in Korea actually couldn't use Battle.net accounts outside of Korea, which helped to stave off a lot of the hacking. Because of this crackdown and this change in the way they operate and the way they offer the free accounts and which free accounts can be used, as I mentioned, they really cut back on the hacking problem that existed in Korea. Is it still an issue? Do they still have hackers? Of course. There are always going to be hackers everywhere, but it's not nearly as big of an issue as it used to be in the past. As you can imagine, if you have access to infinite free accounts, it doesn't matter how many of your accounts get banned, you just keep making new ones. But when you have one free account that's tied to your government ID, and if that gets banned, well, then you run into a problem. It becomes the same issue here, where every time you got banned, you'd have to purchase a new account. So I imagine that Blizzard is going to be operating in a similar fashion in the Thailand internet cafes. They're going to have some sort of authentication that ties an individual, whether it's their telephone number or whether it's a government ID number, to their Battle.net account, and make it so that that's the only free account they can have. And if they ever want to play Overwatch again, if that account gets banned, they're going to have to actually purchase the game and not rely on infinite free accounts. So I really don't think that the concern that we're going to be seeing a huge influx of hackers from free, free Overwatch accounts, internet cafes in Thailand pouring into the US servers or any other part of the American server region. I don't think that's going to be an issue because, first of all, they get prioritized for the SEA region, and even if they do come over here into the Americas region, and I don't think hacking is going to be as much of an issue because hopefully Blizzard learned their lesson with the Korean PC bongs. It's just a matter of kind of what they set up in those Thailand internet cafes. I know it's kind of a long-winded explanation, but I really, again, don't think it's going to be as big a deal as some people are freaking out about. Next up, I wanted to talk a little bit about the broken capture points. Reddit user Lord Quinn Zulin pointed out earlier today that capture points don't seem to be tracking progress correctly. When zooming in on capturing of a point B, it shows that that the progress bar extends beyond the point tick triangle. However, the progress is not locked in place and ends up actually going all the way back. Now, another user pointed out that when dissecting arrows around the circle, it's actually not centered on the center of the circle. You notice it's offset below the center of the B. So when he then adjusted it to make it so that instead of being along the lines of the arrows around the circle, it was just dead center of the circle, he noticed that would have actually correctly represented the point capture tick rate. So Blizzard's lead software engineer ended up responding to this thread, saying that the QA team is tracking down the issue and plans to adjust the UI to correct basically the visualization of the point capture and where those ticks should be located. And then finally, I just wanted to let you guys know about the Doomfist comic Masquerade. If you haven't seen it yet, Blizzard released it yesterday. It's a cool little comic which shows Doomfist breaking out of prison, joining up with the other members of Talon, and then I guess we could say doing some undercover operations. It's a fun little read, doesn't take very long, and is cool because it gives us some more lore and backstory into the Overwatch universe. And with that, guys, we'll be wrapping up today's video. As always, I want to thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hope you have a good one, and until next time, I'll see you later.